Hey, what's up guys? This is Nick at BarBend.com. Today, I'm gonna be trying out the meal replacement protein drink Opti-Fit from Optimum Nutrition. So of all the supplement companies on the market, Optimum Nutrition may well be the best known because they produce Gold Standard Whey protein, which is probably the most popular protein powder on the market. You see it absolutely everywhere, but Optimum Nutrition also makes a bunch of other supplements that I've tried. Like they've got creatine, they've got BCAAs, they've got other types of protein powders. I've tried their vegan protein powder. This here is their meal replacement powder. It's called Opti-Fit. It says it helps keep you full. And the protein comes from whey and casein, and the fiber comes from a mixture of oats and chickpea, which I thought was pretty interesting. This here is the chocolate flavor, and the brand recommends that you mix 2 scoops with 10 ounces of unsweetened almond milk. So we're gonna see how that tastes. Okay, so this is chocolate flavor. I should point out that it is naturally and artificially flavored, and it has artificial sweeteners in it, sucralose in particular, which is also called Splenda, which means that this makes for a very tasty beverage. Now, it's not all natural, but it's like a pretty malty chocolate. And one thing I will point out that I was a bit surprised by is that you can indeed taste like a hint of oats in it as well, because it's a significant amount of oats in there for the fiber and carbohydrates, which was unexpected, but it definitely tastes really good. I quite like it. All right, so let's take a quick look at the nutrition label. So 2 scoops is 1 serving, and that's 200 calories. So in that, you're gonna get 25 grams of protein, 16 grams of carbohydrates with 6 grams of fiber and 3 grams of sugar, and 3.5 grams of fat with 1.5 grams of saturated fat. So those are the macronutrients. On the micronutrient basis, there's a really wide variety of vitamins and minerals in here. Optimum Nutrition definitely did their homework. You get roughly 20 to 30% of just about every vitamin and mineral. There's vitamins A, C, D, and E. There's also a bunch of minerals like magnesium, zinc, and selenium, including some like less popular minerals like, chromium and manganese and things like that. The only things that it's really missing or is low in is kind of low in potassium with 8% of your daily intake, and there's no vitamin K or choline on the ingredients label either. Most people don't really care about choline, but nonetheless, that is something that a lot of meal replacements do tend to contain. The other thing I want to mention finally is that this does contain 25% of your daily cholesterol per serving, so that could be pretty important information for some people. Now, when you're looking at the ingredients, the majority of them are just the vitamins and minerals themselves. So I'm not gonna read absolutely everything on the ingredients list, but there are a few things that are worth pointing out. First of all, the protein is a mixture of whey and casein, which is definitely gonna help you to feel full for longer because casein digests more slowly. Also, the fiber itself, it comes from a blend of chickpeas and oats and chicory root and flaxseed protein, which I thought was a nice touch. Then there's also some gums, it's like some for thickeners and stabilizers like xanthan gum and guar gum. There's soy lecithin for mixability. There's artificial flavors and sweeteners like sucralose for flavorings. And it contains milk and soy and may contain wheat. So it's not totally all natural. It's not totally free from allergens. Nonetheless, I think there are quite a few whole foods in here that a lot of people will like. So as far as the price goes, this tub here is 1.83 pounds. It's gonna cost you between $21 and $25, depending on where you get it. And that's gonna be the cost for 16 servings. So you're looking at roughly $1.50 per serving of 2 scoops, which is very reasonably priced. In my experience, meal replacements are typically, the cheaper ones are like between $2 and $2.50 per serving. So $1.50, it's definitely a well-priced product. So there were a lot of things that I really liked about Opti-Fit. Very reasonably priced, first of all. Secondly, I do think it's gonna live up to its promise of helping to keep you full. It's got a really good amount of protein. It's got quite a lot of fiber as well with 6 grams per serving. And the protein itself is a mixture of whey and casein is a really good protein for helping you to keep full for a longer amount of time. It's also got a ton of nutrients. Like it really is a very, very nutritious product. And I also quite like that there's some like whole food ingredients there like oats and chickpeas and flaxseed. I think a lot of people are gonna like that touch. There are a few things you might not be quite so crazy about with Opti-Fit. So number one, it is a very good source of protein, but it's not a great source of fat or calories. You're just getting 3.5 grams of fat per serving, and it's 200 calories. So a lot of people, when they see meal replacement, they're looking for something that's a good 300, 400, 500 calories, like the actual caloric load of a meal. This is more of a very, very nutritious high protein shake, which is fine. A lot of people, that's what they want from products like this anyway. I should also point out that it has 25% of your daily cholesterol per serving. That's gonna be a bit high for some people. people. It's also missing just a couple of nutrients. All in all, I was really satisfied with the amount of nutrients that it has. Nonetheless, no vitamin K and pretty low in potassium and choline. That's a flaw that's probably worth pointing out. And then finally, it has some artificial ingredients, artificial flavors, artificial sweeteners, and soy and milk and some wheat. I'm not saying those are bad for you, but there are certainly plenty of people who try to avoid ingredients like that in their products, so it's just worth mentioning. All right, those are my thoughts on Opti-Fit, Optimum Nutrition's meal replacement powder. For the full review, just Google BarBend plus ON Opti-Fit.